Hi, and welcome to the Edgewater branch of the Chicago Public Library. My name is Stuart Greiner, and I am the children's librarian here.
Hi, I'm Shira and I'm the teen librarian.
And
Welcome
welcome
to
to
Tween
Tween
Saturday.
Saturday. We are here to show you how to create your own mosaic that you can hang up in your room or anywhere in the house that you want to. And before we show you that, we're going to show you the supplies that you're going to need. Before I show you the supplies, I'm going to give you a library joke. How about that? The joke is, where does the librarian sleep?
I know.
Yeah, Shira.
Between the covers.
Good job. All right. So the supplies you're going to need for your mosaic are your cell phone flashlight or a regular flashlight. You will need a 3D or a 2D object to draw. To draw those, you will need either a pencil or a marker. You always need scissors for any craft project. And you'll need glue, either the liquid form or the glue stick. And you'll need a hole punch. You could have one of these at home, or you might have a push pin or a skewer or a pencil that you can use to make a hole. Or if you have anything at home that you can make a hole with, you'll need yarn or string, or maybe even a needle and thread if you want to do it that way that we'll show you later. You will also need some sort of paper. So if you have junk mail at home, or you have magazines at home, or even construction paper at home, you can use those for your mosaic. And we have some pre-cut out here so you can see what we're going to do, okay? Probably the most important thing that you're going to need is cardboard. And this cardboard can be gotten through Aldi or Costco if you shop there, maybe some Amazon delivery packages or shoe boxes. You can even use that cardboard that comes in between shirts sometimes when you buy shirts, okay?
And with all these supplies,
go right ahead.
You're going to be able to make a beautiful mosaic. So the cool thing about this project is that it's one that you can either do with someone that in your house, a family member, parent, sibling, or it's something that you can do on your own. So I'm going to show you how to start by drawing the silhouette on your own. And I have here my cardboard against the wall. And I'm going to turn the flashlight on my phone and just kind of prop it up here so I can get my silhouette. I did the dragon already. So I am going to try now with my wolf, which is kind of the same shape. Here, I'll make it go this way. So you want to make sure that it's high enough up that its feet aren't hanging off the cardboard. And you're also going to want to make sure that your pencil is sharp enough that it's easy to trace with. And then you just fold up your cardboard and trace the shadow. Hey, Mr. Stu.
Yeah.
What is a shadow?
So a shadow is something that is made by blocking light. If you know, light rays travel from a source in straight lines. If you have an opaque or solid object, it gets in the way and it stops the light from traveling through. This results in an area of darkness appearing behind the object, as you can see. The dark area is called a shadow, and the size and shape of the shadow depends on the position and size of the light source compared to the object.
Now this is a little bit tricky because the pencil in my hand keep creating new shadows, ruining the silhouette of my object. But that is the fun of doing it with pencil. I can always erase what isn't right. Like totally moving it right there. And then you can't see it. You turn the light off. Then you can kind of see the tracing. It's not very dark with the pencil, but that is okay. And now Mr. Stu and I are going to team up to show you how to do it if you have somebody at home who's going to work on the project with you.
All right, I'm going to show you how to create this using a person in your household or a friend. You're going to see Shira's hand holding her phone in front of my object, which I've actually attached to a popsicle stick. So if you have a 2D object, you might need to attach it to something in order to hold it up. So you're going to be able to see her hand again while I'm tracing. And I can tell you that her phone is probably about 2 feet away from the object to make sure that we get the shadow. Okay, and I'm going to use a marker to make it a little darker.
You're going to want to make sure that the person who's helping you has a steady hand. As you can see, I do not. And some artistic license is being taken.
And as you can also see that I have it taped up onto the wall there. If you do have painter's tape, you can tape your cardboard up so you'd have to hold it up there in case you need to use your other hand to maybe help with the tracing.
Okay, so now comes the fun part where we go from an outline to a mosaic.
So if you can't really see your outline, you might want to take steps now to make it even darker so that you can see what you're filling in. And we're going to move the camera down so that you can see what we're doing, okay?
So the strips we have are different lengths and different colors, but it's okay if you need to still cut them into different sizes to fit the shape of your silhouette. I like my silhouette being very light, so I'm not making mine darker, whereas Mr. Stu is. This hasn't been used for.
All right, so you're just going to take a strip and you're going to attach glue to either side, whichever side you want to use. And then just attach it to the cardboard to fill in your shape. And don't worry, it can overlap. It doesn't have to be, you know, in its own space. It can overlap whatever you already have there.
And it's always nice to have scissors on hand so that you can rework your strips however it is you need them reworked. And this is one of those fun crafts that you can do while listening to music, listening to an audiobook, watching a video. It's just one of those really nice, almost meditative things. Hey, Stu. What
Yeah.
did one book say to another?
I don't know, Shira, what did it say?
Check me out.
Can you see the beginning, the top of my star that I've gotten started? And you can kind of see the rest of the border.
I am cutting mine out a little bit so that I can get the curves of the tail and the haunches on my wolf.
Okay, so we've shown you how to trace your project on the wall. We've shown you how to fill in your project, and now we're going to show you how to create holes in your cardboard so that you can hang your project on the wall, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and do mine first, and I'm gonna pull my camera down so you can see how I'm doing it, okay? All right, so you're just gonna take a pencil that's sharpened, and you can just poke a hole in the top of your cardboard. And it doesn't really matter how far apart you want. If you want it to hang just straight down, you can make the holes closer together, or if you want to kind of have it hang more evenly, you want to spread your holes apart. And then you just take the pencil and feed all the way through. Or you can flip it over and just poke from this side in the same spot. Okay, so we got that part done. You're gonna take your yarn and you're going to cut off your yarn so that you can feed it through the holes. I've already cut mine off about this far. So I'm just gonna take the end of my yarn and I'm gonna stick it through one of the holes. And you might have to help feed it through there with the pencil, which you can do.
Do you want some tape? Because I've always found that if I wrap the tip with tape, it almost acts like a needle.
To go through? Oh, that could work. Mine seems to be okay with just putting the thread in and then using my pencil. And then I can pull the thread through. Maybe. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take this end of the yarn and put it around the part that I already put through the cardboard and tie it into a knot. On each end. And now it's ready to hang, okay? Now Miss Shira is gonna show you how she's going to do hers.
Okay, so if you want your string to be a little bit less noticeable, you can go with a needle and thread. And it's the same thing that Mr. Stu did. Poke it through. And poke it through again. It's the end. Don't want to lose it. And then you can make the loop as long or as short as you want. And then I'm going to tie it in a couple of knots. With the dragon one, because it was longer, I looped it through twice. I only looped it through once with this one because it's a smaller piece of cardboard. Now, I know some people are able just to rip thread, but I prefer scissors. Now, you have your hoop. So now the only thing left to do is hang up our mosaics. We have put the temporary hooks on the wall that do not destroy the wall, so they are not push pins or nails. Thank you so much for joining us.
Be sure to check out our Tween Saturdays that take place on the fourth Saturday of every month at 11 a.m. on our YouTube page. Check that out for more do-it-yourself programs that you can do at home or anywhere you may be. Bye.